Jessica Pegula's epic battle dismantles Barbora Krejcikova to advance to U.S. Open semifinals. Fire tennis racket and bull. American Jessica Pegula had little trouble against Barbora Krejcikova, overwhelming the two-time Grand Slam champion 6-3, 6-3, and setting up a rematch in the U.S. Open semifinals with top-ranked and number 1 seed Aryna Sabalenka. Sabalenka was set to face Marketa Vondrousova, the 2023 Wimbledon champion, in the first night session on Tuesday, and beat Pegula in the U.S. Open finals last year. But Vondrousova withdrew from the tournament 2 hours before her match with an injury. Sabalenka advances to the semifinals via walkover and will face Pegula on Thursday. The crowd at Arthur Ashe Stadium barely had time to get settled into their seats for the 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time start time, when Pegula took control early with her forehand, and Krejcikova's inability to sustain any offensive rhythm, even completely whiffing on an attempted forehand chance in the second game. "I think I've been playing some really good tennis," Pegula said after the match. "I've just been playing very solid. I've been having very good quick starts, so I really wanted to do that today, especially against someone like Krejcikova, who's very dangerous. I feel really comfortable. It's crazy to feel this comfortable on the biggest court in the world with the craziest crowd and the best players. 10 years ago, I never thought I'd be good at this, but I guess I am." Pegula, the number 4 seed and a 2024 U.S. Open finalist, didn't break much of a sweat at the start, racing out to 3-0 and 4-1 leads within the first 20 minutes, looking like the player who had only spent 4 hours on the court in her first 4 matches of the tournament, while not losing a set. But Krejcikova fought back, winning 2 straight games before letting it slip away when serving for the equalizer, and was broken for the 3rd time in the first set. Krejcikova is known more for her outstanding career in doubles, having already secured the career Grand Slam in women's doubles and won a gold medal at the Paris Olympics. She was undone against Pegula by untimely errors with her backhand and an unreliable second serve. Krejcikova had shown the ability to battle adversity during the tournament, even saving 8 match points during the round of 16 win over Taylor Townsend, while spending more than double the time that Pegula had on the court, including her previous 2 matches, which both went 3 sets. Pegula, at 31, is the oldest woman remaining in the singles tournament, and she is seeking her first Grand Slam championship. Pegula is the first woman to reach back-to-back U.S. Open semifinals without dropping a set since Serena Williams, 2011-14. Under the roaring lights of Arthur Ashe Stadium, a storm named Jessica Pegula swept through the quarterfinals of the 2025 U.S. Open. Calm but unrelenting, composed yet fiercely determined, Pegula dismantled Barbora Krejcikova with a performance that left fans in awe and pundits buzzing about her chances of claiming her first Grand Slam title. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A crisp, clean, and calculated 6-3, 6-4 victory that showed exactly why Pegula has cemented herself as one of the most consistent forces on the WTA Tour. Heading into the match, the narrative was compelling. Krejcikova, the crafty Czech with a Grand Slam pedigree, is renowned for her versatility, slicing, dicing, and dragging opponents into uncomfortable positions. On the other side stood Pegula, a baseline metronome with a quiet intensity, a player who thrives on taking time away from her opponents with flat, aggressive ground strokes. From the opening game, it was clear Pegula came to dictate. She broke Krejcikova early, establishing dominance with a barrage of precise returns that forced the Czech onto her heels. Every rally felt like a battle of wills, but Pegula's timing was perfect, her movement sharp, and her serve unshakable. By the time the first set ended, Pegula had not only claimed the scoreboard but also the psychological edge. The turning point. The second set brought a spark of resistance from Krejcikova. The former French Open champion began mixing in drop shots, slicing deep, and varying her pace to try and unnerve Pegula. For a moment, the stadium braced for a shift. But Pegula wasn't rattled. Instead, she absorbed the tactical shifts and found her rhythm once more. At 3-3, she delivered what would be the dagger, a stunning 18-shot rally that ended with a backhand winner down the line, sending the crowd into a frenzy. Krejcikova looked up at her box, searching for answers. Pegula, meanwhile, clenched her fist, laser-focused on the finish line. The break came in the 9th game, and with the crowd on its feet, Pegula closed the match in style. An ace out wide, the exclamation point on an unforgettable night. "I've learned to trust myself." After the match, Pegula's words reflected her growth over the past 2 years. "I've learned to trust myself more in these moments," she said, her voice steady but filled with emotion. "It's easy to get caught up in the noise, in who's across the net or what's at stake. But tonight, I just focused on playing my game. And it worked." Her game, indeed, has matured. No longer just a consistent presence in the top 10, Pegula now exudes the confidence of a player who knows she belongs in the latter stages of Grand Slams. Pegula's path to the semifinals has been a masterclass in control and composure. From dispatching all-around opponents in straight sets to outlasting power hitters in tense battles, she's displayed the adaptability required to thrive in New York's electric environment. This quarterfinal victory, however, feels different. It's not just another win. It's proof that Pegula is ready to step into the spotlight fully, to shed the label of being the tour's most reliable underdog and embrace her role as a legitimate title contender. The energy inside Arthur Ashe was palpable. From the moment Pegula stepped on court, the crowd rallied behind her, sensing history in the making. Chants of "Jess ICA, Jess ICA," echoed through the night, amplifying her momentum with every crucial point. One fan, draped in a red, white, and blue flag, summed it up perfectly. "She's the embodiment of New York tennis, grit, grind, and pure heart." Watching her tonight felt like watching destiny unfold. Pegula's next challenge? A blockbuster semifinal clash, a test that will demand every ounce of her tactical genius and mental toughness. Whether it's the explosive athleticism of Coco Gauff, the relentless precision of Iga Swiatek, or another powerhouse opponent, Pegula knows the stakes have never been higher. But if this quarterfinal was any indication, she's ready. Ready to silence doubters. Ready to etch her name into the history books. Ready to show that patience, perseverance, and belief can culminate in something extraordinary. Pegula's rise is also a reflection of a broader renaissance in American women's tennis. With stars like Gauff, Madison Keys, and Sloane Stephens all making waves, the depth of talent is undeniable. Yet Pegula stands apart, not because of flamboyance or flash, but because of her unwavering steadiness. The stage is set. The lights will shine even brighter in the semifinals. And Jessica Pegula, the woman who powered through Barbora Krejcikova with grace and grit, is ready for whatever comes next. Because this moment, is hers. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.